the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight, no love lost between these NFC East rivals. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. On the visiting sideline, the Eagles and their head coach. Their side still unbeaten at this point in the season. On the opposing sideline, the Giants head coach. These guys mired in a losing streak, hoping a trip home is going to help them snap out of it. Kate Scott, Brock Heward in the booth with you. It is Jake Elliott who's going to get us started. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. Keeps away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Giants. Their first shot of the game coming up. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first-rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
One of the really cool things about Jackson Dart's career, both high school and college, is every step of the way he just kept getting better. And that's what the great pros do. Joe Burrow, Lamar, Josh Allen, they never rest on their laurels. They're constantly striving to be excellent. That's exactly what Jackson Dart did collegiately and what he'll have to do professionally.
Dart's coming out throwing. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on third down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
60 by 6. Third down now. Here's Dart. He finds Neighbors right side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Even he mentioned it to us. There hasn't been much celebrating for him since last week. While other guys were taking in the win and enjoying some time to relax, he was reviewing what went wrong in that game. An interception, not finding the end zone. That's not the type of impact that usually finds you a win. He knows he's got to do more for his team.
And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Eagles first down. A gain of 12. And an Eagles first down.
They go to Barkley again. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Hurts setting up to throw. It is Cup left side. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled for a short gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
On third down, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up fourth down. So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, Sam headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. They'll go play action. Here's Darts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here we go, set.
It's Tracy on second down. And that's not what the offense started with. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Let's see what they went with on third down.
Let's go. Hello, 79.
Here he goes, third and long. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, he puts a sack on the board.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me there's two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
He's got it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Third down, they need 7. To the air on third and long. Fighting Brown back-to-back plays. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Go. 18 cards.
Dart setting in the throw here. Setting up the screen. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a middle of the game.
And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
That's That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Play action with Dart. It's a big strike here to Fedoni. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
A give to Tracy up the middle. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll go play action. Caught by his fullback behind the line. He gets it up a little shy midfield. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
They'll throw, third and long. Makes the catch. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. On first down, here's Dart. He's keeping it, and this one doesn't go far. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. A couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Darts out of the shotgun. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going for it again. And Dart's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Now Dart's going to the air. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Third and long for him here. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag. And that's going to bring out fourth down. The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. On the draw, it's Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. That's his back. Here's Barkley. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Giants with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down. Throw here. 3rd down. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback, as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score. Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Let's go. Go.
A handoff to Tracy. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was
Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. From the gun, here's Dart. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And talk about killing any momentum this offense had, Brock. 3 consecutive sacks. Going to bring up 4th down.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. You better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is a...
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Play action, Hurts has it. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down throwing for Hurts. Finds Barkley underneath. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. How about 29 yards on first down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he picks him up about 4 yards there. Second down coming up.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Takes it off to Barkley, complete. And they don't get any help on this second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Eagles with a chance to score and take a lead into the locker room. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. The Giants using their first timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants offense all set to get started. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. The throw left side finds Johnson. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw, here's Dart. Buys time, rolling right. And he gives himself up after a short gain. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Going on 3rd, here's Dart. And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Jamie Gillen on that a punt. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. has it at the 37. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Trying to work quickly now. Hurts looking to throw. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Incomplete.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throwing here, Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Everybody rushing back to the line.
It's a gain of 11. And an Eagles 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Eagles.
1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is complete, downfield to Smith. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. Working inside the red zone. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. A.J. Brown, the touchdown! Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
14. Giants, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He is brought down at the 26. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up.
So entering the... Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half.
Austin Seibert.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. Here he goes, third and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. Punting unit out now. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. Fields this at the 19. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Now here comes the New York offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. 70.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
There we go. Shot. Liking it.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the set.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He's brought down before the return gets far.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Barkley again here on 2nd. This is ahead for about 5. It's Darius Alexander in there to make that play.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, a run with Barkley. And they're full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's another carry for Barkley. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Finds the in route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. And the Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard
Sure
line.
seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And that is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
Beyond the line of scrimmage.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Toss play to Barkley. Escapes a defender. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
Giants nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for
Elliott's
Philadelphia.
all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
They've got 1st down from the 31. Little play action with Darts. He'll step up, and there he goes. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Let's go now.
Design bootleg here. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
That's going to throw again here on 2nd and 10. Eagles are on it, so down he goes. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Go!
3rd and long for him here. Again, he's under pressure. good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
Good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory.
At the 48-yard line.
This, our last play of the quarter. Drive starts with an option, right side. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this third quarter. Just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throw, 3rd and long. Flush out now to his left. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Gonna go with Barkley on the counter. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Aired out on 3rd. Alex Stanford's fumbles. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. He did him a solid by recovering that, but not helping them with the yards lost afterwards as this play finally comes to an end.
Fumble on the play, recovered by the offense.
Elliott connects there. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
Giants, nothing.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Starting from the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. The Giants about to get to work on offense. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Following the sack, needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Running back sent in motion. Darts making the throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So that brings up 4th and long.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, and discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
He finds Neighbors right side. And this one has no shot. They're on him quick, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The Eagles about set to go on offense. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They run it with Saquon. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. And he's certainly given us a performance worthy of these primetime lights. This is now a 100-yard game that he's put together. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They go to Barkley again. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. I'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Running it after the penalty. He's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Saquon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Still well short after the 3-yard run. It's going to be 4th down and 6.
It's 4th down.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And he missed it. It's no good. And they wanted to add 3 more there, but silver lining, they aren't exactly hurting for a big lead at this juncture.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul, somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing the fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face 2nd down.
Let's go.
From the gun, here's Dart. Complete out to the right. And he goes out, just needs one more step there to reach midfield.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, set.
Under the gun this time, here's Dart.
He's running for it.
And Dart's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Let's go, let's go. 70 Lions.
On first down, here's Dart. Dumped off to his running back. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Darts back to throw. Still on his feet. Trying to push deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance.
Here we go, here we go.
Desperation time here. Caught at the 20-yard line. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants making the scoreboard look a touch better. Darkness offense getting set to go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. It's caught. And he's in for 2, so don't let him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well.
The Giants using their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. 3rd down here, need 8 on the play. To the ground with Barkley. Shoots away from 1. And fly, Eagles fly. He gets him the 1st down, partner, and that's going to seal this win. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So the Eagles will fly out of here with their own win. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect